guys, it's Mark here, back with another playing card review. Today we are reviewing the Fontaine slime playing cards. It's the second take. I had just opened them, that's why they're open. I just got them, but I had like the auto zoom on, and I don't know if I liked it or not, so I'll go back. It might work, like if I could get it to zoom in on the cards and stuff, that would be cool. But still trying to figure out the horizontal setup a little bit, but it was just a button that I accidentally clicked. But yeah, cool deck of cards. These came from the Art of Play Not So Perfect sale. If you've heard of that, or if you haven't heard of that, it's a summer sale they do every year, just with, I've explained it in a previous video, but basically, you know, decks that didn't pass approval or inspection, and, you know, extra decks that they bought, or decks that maybe didn't sell, or they made extra of them. I don't know, a bunch of different stuff, decks that are open that they use for pictures. So this deck, I'm assuming when these Fontaine cards came out, Dan and Dave just bought a bunch of them and then had more than they needed, so they threw some of those along with, I'm sure, a ton of other brands and decks and stuff into that. But yeah, so it says first edition on it, which I'm pretty sure I looked it up. I think there's only one edition. But yeah, it says first edition, 1 of 2,500, designed by Zach Mueller. Yeah, classic Fontaine box, just in that, yeah, kind of like slime green, as they call it, neon-ish green. Super cool. Love the tuck case. It doesn't feel quite as cool as like the sky blue Fontaines I reviewed a couple months ago. Like, that tuck case is just so cool and felt so good. But these are printed on USPCC, so I assume they're different, or a tiny bit different than the sky blue ones I reviewed that were on some German stock. But yeah, other than that, basically the same tuck case, but it does still, I do still prefer it over a lot of tuck cases, how it has nice plasticky feel, just white on the inside, the Fontaine. Always loved, sorry about the dog, always loved that ace there on the thing. But yeah, super cool. Yeah, two-way symmetrical back design. If you guys know, for the most part, Fontaine always has the same back design, just in different colorways, or, you know, different back designs. But either way, wanted to review this deck. Yeah, super excited to get this one, huh? So, interesting ad cards here. We have this one that's really cool. It just says Fontaine, and with like kind of a like 90s cartoon space theme to it. And then the two Jokers here. And then we have, it says first edition slime, 1 of 2,500. I like how they do that. I've talked about this before, but just like for organizing cards, like there's so many decks that have like multiple editions, and like they don't say on it like if it's like a V2 or V3 or whatever, and it's super hard to keep track of a lot of the time. So it's really nice when in one of the ad cards they just put what version it is. I'm expecting pretty standard court cards and stuff like most Fontaine decks, but yeah, I guess I've reviewed like not the CGI ones, but those red ones. I've reviewed a few of them, but not a ton of them. But yeah, standard pips and indices. Kind of skipped over that, but I love all of their ace of spades. They're all so cool. But yeah, super simplistic, just perfect cardistry deck, and obviously, you know, that's their main, what they make them for is for cardistry, standard court cards as well, so we won't spend too much time on this. But yeah, sorry, one sec. Sorry about that, I'll cut that out, but you guys probably couldn't hear that. I was getting a phone call though. But yeah, super cool deck of cards. I need to turn my phone on like airplane mode when I do these or something, but that'd be kind of a hassle. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, let me know how you guys like this horizontal view. I think it's better for YouTube, obviously. I started putting some of like the more the stickers that Brian Bargain sent me and stuff up there, and because all my stickers are up there, and you can't really see all of them depending on what angle it is, because it's on, you know, the tripod, so it's not always in the exact same spot. But yeah, very cool deck of cards. Definitely think this is the way to go. The horizontal view will just take a little bit of getting used to, and I'm still, like, the one hard part about it is not being able to see the card quite as much in the reflection, but we'll get used to it, you know. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of these type. But yeah, standard court cards, standard pips, indices, besides the ace of spades, everything is standard. But yeah, you know, they're meant for cardistry. Nice two-way back design, white border. But yeah, super, oh my gosh, jeez, that's, okay, probably gonna cut that out. I might not, but if you guys didn't see it and I did cut it out, I just was doing a fan like right here and dropped like half of the cards all over my desk and the floor and stuff, but they're fine, it's whatever. But so moving on from that, so yeah, nothing too interesting about the pips and indices or court cards. Let's see how these cards feel. But yeah, I mean, that's what, you know, pretty much I think all the Fontaine cards are, is, you know, the standard pips and indices, but they're cardistry cards. And yeah, I really like the simplicity of them. I really like this color a lot. Like I said, the slime green color, super cool. Yeah, and you know, I said earlier that this card kind of gave like a 90s television vibes to it or whatever, that ad card. So maybe the slime green Nickelodeon, if that's what they're going for with that ad card. Not 100% sure. But yeah, let's give this deck a couple of shuffles. And yeah, like I said, have a few cool reviews coming up. Got that 12 deck holder, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put that together myself. You guys, wow, that shuffle felt super nice. You guys can probably tell by just my personality, but I am not good at like building stuff or putting things together, or not the most resourceful person. Like if there was an apocalypse, I would definitely die early on. But so I might have to get my brother to help me put that together. But either way, I'll make a video out of it and show you guys, and then I'll go move that lamp, and I'll go like right where that lamp is there, and then you'll be able to see everything, and it'll be great. So yeah, hopefully that in the next few days, as well as some other cool reviews I have coming out. But yeah, super cool deck of cards. Really like the back design. They feel super nice. It's funny, is the last Fontaine deck I did like a full review on was, I believe, those sky blue ones I was talking about, and those were on some sort of German stock, but they felt really, really nice. Man, keep on messing that part up. I think it's like when I practice it, I do it fine. I think it's just the slippery new decks, if I'm being honest, or maybe I'm just making excuses for myself. But yeah, super cool deck of cards. Definitely very slippery. Definitely need to be broken in a little bit to do some more sort of cardistry stuff with them. But yeah, they feel super nice. Not quite as springy as some like nice new decks of cards that I've reviewed, but they're definitely very slippery. Definitely one of the more slippery decks I've reviewed. One sec here. There we go. Just wanted to do one of the perfect shuffles there. That sound is so satisfying. I love that so much. But yeah, super slippery. Yeah, it's very hard to do that with the new deck of cards, at least for me. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the rating, because that's about it for the cards. Yeah, they're definitely cool, but like I said, there's not too much to go over with them. You know, standard court cards and everything. But yeah, very nice deck of cards. Got paper, got my pen and pen case here, if you guys saw the last video. Super cool. Got that on my desk now. So yeah, tuck case. Yeah, very, I like the color a lot. I do like just like the look and aesthetic of all Fontaine boxes in general. I kind of, what's funny is I like the stamps or stickers or whatever you call them, but I like how theirs don't, and then I really love how they put the ace right there on the lip of the tuck case, just white on the inside, but it feels nice and plasticky. Super cool. Also, like I previously mentioned from one of the ad cards, really like how they put the edition on there. Like, so many cards will make, like, for example, I forget what they're called. I'll put it up here. I don't want to think for the next 5 minutes, but like the cards by Art of Play that are like the all-woman court cards, those ones, they have 2 different versions, and they're both slightly different, but neither of them say, like, it's the subtlest difference, like just the gold or the color is just slightly lighter than the other one, and neither of them say edition 1 or edition 2 on it, so it's very hard to know, especially if you're like buying it from eBay or whatever. So I love that Fontaine, like, even if they think, okay, we're probably not going to come out with a second edition, but just in case, let's put first edition, how many we made. I really like that too, of the how many they made. So yeah, very much like that about the tuck case and Fontaine in general. But yeah, plain white on the inside. Do like the feel a lot though. Feeling an 8 out of 10 for it. Giving a lot of 8 out of 10s lately. Oh yeah, next thing we'll get into price was a very cheap deck of cards, as it was on the, what's it called, the summer sale. I know that's not what it's called, but nah, I said it earlier, I'll put it up here, but from Art of Play. So yeah, they were $10, I think. So yeah, but super nice deck of cards. We'll go 9 out of 10 for that. Now I'm trying to think of what it was called. Oh, the Not So Perfect sale, that's what it is. But yeah, Pips Indices court cards, obviously they are all standard, so it would be a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit though, because I really like the ad cards on this. That one, super cool. And then the first edition, 1 of 2,500. Like, everyone needs to do that with one of their ad cards. Like, Art of Play is my absolute favorite brand. I feel like anyone who watches my videos knows that. But like, you guys gotta start doing that. Even if you think you're only gonna do 1 edition, like the Void If Removed cards, the overlook cards, it's like nowhere on them does it say V1 or V2 for which edition. It's just so irritating. That's part of the reason I keep like a detailed thing, like every deck of cards I have, which edition, which year, and all of that. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but like I was saying, standard I normally give 5 out of 10, but for the cool ad cards, I'm gonna bump it up to a 7 actually, because yeah, I know it's cards you don't use, but for the Fontaine cards, it's cards you're using for cardistry. Said card a lot in that sentence, but yeah, so you want standard, like I always say, it's what the deck is for, and it has to match the, like most decks can't be 10 out of 10 on everything, just because like this is perfect for what it is, but for the back to be perfect and for it to be a perfect cardistry deck, this can't be a 10 out of 10, in my view, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Back design, really like it. The same Fontaine back design, 2-way back design. Sorry, but I really like the color and everything of it, and yeah, we're gonna go 10 out of 10 for that one actually. My phone is at 5%, so let's get into the last. Feel is the last thing for this. They feel really nice. Like I said, not quite as springy. They're definitely really slippery. Definitely a deck of cards that needs to be broken in if you're like doing cardistry for people or whatever. But they do. See, every time I say a deck of cards feel nice, they buckle like that on the shuffle. But yeah, they feel super cool. Like them a lot. They are a little bit slippery. We're gonna go 8 out of 10. Don't want my phone to die, so I'll just put the score up there. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a lot of cool videos coming up this week. So stay tuned for those. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.